There is a $40 component hidden inside your Nissan's lubrication system that could be the only thing standing between you and a $5,000 lifter repair. Like, subscribe, and let's uncover what most owners discover far too late. Number 1. Why hydraulic lifters matter. Hydraulic lifters are some of the hardest working components inside your Nissan's engine, yet they're also among the least understood. Every time you start the engine, these small precision components rely on a constant supply of clean, pressurized oil to maintain proper valve clearance and keep the valve train operating smoothly. They work quietly until something interrupts the oil that keeps them alive. When everything is working properly, your hydraulic lifters operate silently, and you never give them a second thought. Once oil flow becomes restricted or contaminated, wear begins to spread through the valve train. A faint ticking noise isn't the beginning of the problem, it's simply the first warning that a much larger lubrication issue has already started. This is why understanding the oiling system matters just as much as understanding the lifters themselves. Before we talk about the inexpensive $40 component that can make all the difference, you first need to understand one simple fact. Hydraulic lifters are completely dependent on clean, unrestricted oil flow every single second your Nissan is running. Without it, even the best designed engine won't stay quiet for long. Number 2. The real cause most Nissan owners overlook. Now here's where most Nissan owners are caught completely off guard. When people hear a ticking noise from the top of their engine, they almost always assume the hydraulic lifters have simply worn out. In reality, that's usually the final symptom, not the root cause. Like any precision hydraulic component, lifters can only perform as well as the oil flowing through them, and that's where the real problem begins. Inside many Nissan VQ series engines, a rarely discussed $40 oil screen protects critical valve train components by filtering contaminants before they can circulate through the lubrication system. Over time, carbon deposits, varnish, and sludge slowly clog the screen, restricting oil flow so gradually that most owners never notice until lifter noise and costly engine wear begin. By the time you hear the first tick, the damage may have already started. This is why so many expensive lifter repairs aren't caused by defective lifters at all. They're the result of an oil delivery system that has been quietly struggling for thousands of miles without anyone realizing. Number 3. How a small restriction becomes a massive repair. To understand why this happens, you have to follow the oil's journey through the engine. Every time your Nissan starts, the oil pump immediately begins pushing oil through a network of galleries designed to lubricate bearing, camshafts, timing components, and the hydraulic lifters. Under normal conditions, this system works remarkably well. Oil reaches every critical component within seconds of startup, creating a protective film that prevents metal-to-metal contact. The protective film is the only thing standing between normal operation and accelerated wear. Now imagine oil flow becoming just restricted enough that it doesn't trigger a warning light or noticeably affect overall oil pressure, yet still reduces the clean, pressurized lubrication reaching the valve train where it's needed most. Hydraulic lifters begin struggling to maintain pressure, creating the faint ticking noise many owners ignore. The ticking isn't the problem, it's the warning that friction, accelerated wear, and widespread valve train damage have already begun. And before long, a maintenance item costing around $40 can turn into a repair bill well over $5,000. Number 4. Why there are almost no warning signs. One of the most frustrating things about this type of failure is how quietly it develops. Unlike many engine problems, a restricted oil screen doesn't usually trigger a check engine light. It doesn't cause dramatic power loss overnight. In many cases, your Nissan continues driving exactly as it always has. This is what makes this issue so deceptive. Everything feels normal until it isn't. The oil pressure gauge only measures overall system pressure, not whether enough oil is reaching individual hydraulic lifters or camshaft journals. I've seen engines with nothing more than a brief, cold start tick, a warning many owners ignored because the noise disappeared as the oil warmed and temporarily restored adequate pressure. By then, the wear had already begun. This is why waiting for obvious symptoms is one of the biggest mistakes Nissan owners can make. When lifter noise becomes consistent, the engine has often been operating under less than ideal lubrication for thousands of miles, making the eventual repair far more expensive than the preventive maintenance that could have avoided it altogether. Number 5. Real workshop example. Let me share a real situation that perfectly illustrates why this issue deserves far more attention than it gets. A customer brought in a 2017 Nissan Pathfinder equipped with the VQ35 engine. It had just over 112,000 miles on the odometer and had been serviced regularly at quick lube shops. The owner's only complaint was a light ticking during cold starts that disappeared after about 30 seconds. There were no warning lights, no lock loss of power, and the engine still drove perfect. On the surface, it seemed like nothing serious. After checking the oil pressure and inspecting the valve train, we found heavy varnish deposits and a partially clogged oil screen restricting lubrication to the upper engine. The customer arrived just in time. We replaced the screen, changed the oil and filter, and the cold start ticking disappeared within days. If the vehicle continued operating another 20 or 30,000 miles under the same conditions, worn camshaft lobes and damaged hydraulic lifters would likely have required extensive repairs costing several $1,000s. Instead, the entire preventative service cost only a fraction of that amount. Sometimes timing makes all the difference. Number 6, the $40 part actually looks like. So, what exactly are we talking about? Despite all the expensive problems it can help prevent, this component is surprisingly small. Depending on the specific Nissan engine, it's often nothing more than a fine mesh oil screen installed within the variable valve timing oil control circuit, or another critical lubrication passage. Most people could easily mistake it for an ordinary fitting during a repair. Its size is exactly why it's overlooked. Its purpose is simple: trap fine carbon, varnish, and microscopic metal particles before they reach the hydraulic lifters and valve train. Under normal conditions, it does exactly that. As contamination slowly builds, oil flow becomes increasingly restricted without producing obvious symptoms, allowing lubrication to gradually decline while most owners continue driving completely unaware of the problem. The irony is that the screen is doing its job by catching contaminants. The problem is that, like any filter, it eventually needs attention. Ignore it for long enough, and the very component designed to protect the engine can begin limiting the oil flow. Those hydraulic lifters depend on every single time the engine starts. Protection eventually becomes restriction. Number 7, replacement procedure. The good news is that inspecting or replacing this component is nowhere near as intimidating as rebuilding an engine. On most VQ series engines, access depends on the exact model you're working on, but the general process is straightforward for an experienced technician. After removing the necessary covers and locating the variable valve timing oil control valve, the small screen can usually be accessed without dismantling the entire engine. It's a precision job, not a major teardown. Once removed, inspect the screen for varnish, sludge, or fine metallic debris. Given its low cost, replacing it with a new OEM screen is usually the smarter choice than cleaning it. At the same time, replace the engine oil and filter, because fresh oil is essential for restoring proper lubrication throughout the entire system. For a professional shop, the procedure generally takes between 1 and 2 hours depending on the vehicle. Labor costs vary, but they're insignificant compared to replacing worn camshafts, damaged lifters, or rebuilding the upper valve train after prolonged oil starvation. Preventive maintenance almost always wins the financial argument. If you're enjoying the video so far, like and subscribe, because we're about to cover why so many Nissan owners unknowingly turn a simple preventative repair into one of the most expensive engine failures possible. Number 8, cost breakdown. Now let's compare the numbers, because this is where preventive maintenance starts making perfect sense. A replacement oil screen typically costs around $40, sometimes even less depending on the engine. Add fresh engine oil, OEM quality filter, and professional labor, and most owners are looking at a preventative service costing only a few $100s at most. Now compare that with the alternative. Excessive lifter wear quickly escalates into major valve train repairs involving camshafts, rocker arms, gaskets, and many hours of labor, where costs rise far faster than expected. Before long, what started as a minor lubrication issue can easily become a repair costing $4,000 to $5,000, especially if metal contamination has spread through the engine. At that point, you're no longer paying for one faulty component, you're paying to undo years of progressive wear. This is why experienced technicians rarely look at preventative maintenance as an expense. They see it as extremely inexpensive insurance against one of the costliest valve train repairs a Nissan owner can face. Number 9, recommended maintenance interval. One of the questions I get asked most often is simple: when should this actually be replaced? The answer depends on how you drive, but waiting until you hear lifter noise is almost always waiting too long. Nissan doesn't list every small filtration screen as a routine replacement item, and for an owner who follows ideal driving conditions with frequent oil changes, it may never become a problem. Real-world conditions change everything. everything. If your Nissan spends most of its time on short trips, idling in traffic, towing, or driving in extreme heat, engine oil deteriorates much faster than many owners realize. Oil doesn't suddenly fail, it gradually loses its protective properties. This is why I recommend inspecting these oil screens during major maintenance, especially on engines with over 100,000 miles, because early prevention is far less expensive than repairing worn lifters or camshafts. Think of it the same way you think about changing brake pads. You don't wait until the rotors are destroyed, you service them before they become a much bigger problem. Preventive maintenance is always cheaper than corrective repairs. Number 10. Why Nissan doesn't mention it. Whenever I explain this to Nissan owners, the same question usually comes up. If this part is so important, why doesn't Nissan tell us to replace it? It's a fair question, but the answer is probably much simpler than many people assume. It's not necessarily a conspiracy. Manufacturers build maintenance schedules around what they consider average operating conditions. Those schedules are designed to balance ownership costs, customer expectations, warranty requirements, and long-term reliability. Under ideal circumstances, many of these small filtration components can last a very long time without creating noticeable problems. Unfortunately, not every Nissan is driven under ideal conditions, and the engine can't tell whether you're following the recommended maintenance schedule. I've also found that many technicians are fully aware of these screens, especially those who specialize in Nissan engines. The problem is that unless a customer specifically complains about valve train noise or requests a deeper inspection, these components rarely become part of a routine oil service. They're hidden, they're inexpensive, and they don't generate immediate symptoms. Their hidden location doesn't make them any less important. In fact, some of the costliest engine failures begin with these overlooked components, which is why preventive maintenance always beats reactive repairs. Number 11. Proven results. Over the years, I've noticed a very clear pattern. The Nissan engines that consistently stay quiet well beyond 200,000 miles usually have one thing in common. They haven't just received regular oil changes, they've received good maintenance. Owners used the correct oil, shortened service intervals when necessary, and addressed small lubrication issues before they became expensive mechanical failures. Consistency almost always beats luck. On the other hand, many of the engines that develop persistent lifter noise tell a very different story. Oil changes stretched well beyond their intended intervals, incorrect oil viscosity, sludge buildup, and small lubrication restrictions that went unnoticed because the engine continued running normally all contributed to the problem. The engine remembers every missed maintenance decision. I'm not suggesting that replacing one inexpensive screen magically guarantees your hydraulic lifters will last forever. No honest technician can promise that, because engine longevity depends on dozens of factors, including driving habits, oil quality, maintenance practices, and operating conditions. What I am saying is this: reducing restrictions within the lubrication system gives your valve train the best possible chance of surviving for hundreds of thousands of miles. Based on everything I've seen, this is a maintenance decision worth making, and small decisions repeated over time produce the biggest results. Number 12. Action plan. Here's exactly what I would recommend if you own a Nissan equipped with one of these engines. Start by checking your maintenance history. If your vehicle has accumulated significant mileage and you've never inspected the lubrication system beyond routine oil changes, this is an excellent opportunity to be proactive rather than reactive. Don't wait for the ticking to tell you something is wrong. Use the engine oil viscosity recommended by Nissan, install a high-quality OEM oil filter, and avoid extending oil change intervals based solely on oil color. During routine servicing, have the variable valve timing oil screens inspected along with other filtration components. If you're doing the work yourself, always follow the factory service manual, as proper procedures vary between engines. An hour spent inspecting today can save weeks of repairs tomorrow. I've always believed preventive maintenance is about catching inexpensive problems before they turn into expensive repairs, and time after time, that approach has proven to pay for itself. Now you know why one overlooked $40 part can make all the difference. Like, subscribe, and tell me what Nissan you drive in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.